Yeah, welcome to another episode of Black Light TV. I'm your host, Murph, Big Brother Almighty. And today, we're unpacking the age-old saying. What happens in this house stays in this house. In this era of oversharing, social media oversaturation, does this mantra still hold weight? Let's get into it.
Turn it on. Turn it on. Listen up. Welcome to the show. It's Black Light.
Once upon a time, Remy Ma Papoose was hip hop ride or die couple. Remember, everybody, people showed so much respect to the whole situation. Even when you watch battle rap, how they kind of almost didn't even look below the neck when Remy Ma was in the room. The amount of respect they were showing.
Oh God, I remember that, niggas. I remember
They
that.
say, you know, how he held her down during the prison stint, and they love story and how everything shaped and it's stuff of legends. And fast forward to now, and their relationship there is no relationship right now, right? People are really mad at Remy Ma, and they seem to be taking Papoose side mostly. I don't know if I take Papoose side fully.
What?
Me and my friends were discussing that situation he told about the women, about how he said the woman was in the bed with him and then she was messing with the chick and he was sleeping, and then he was trying to get freaky with her, and then she didn't want it and got out the bed. Man, listen.
Couldn't have been me.
I'm gonna take the unpopular route on this and say that I think that the personality that Remy had, he was doing a lot of
bitch assness.
I don't like to use the alpha beta simp stuff, but that was kind of
honkish.
I like Papoose. I like Remy too. I wish them both happy, but that he was kind of simpy dimpy with that. Because if my woman talking about she going down there for another night to sleep, what? Who would sleep with what? Y'all was going to sleep. You ain't gotta be down there.
Bitch, get your ass up them damn steps now.
He just seemed like she's so narcissistic, and it seemed like he had a lot to reveal. And I've had people that I don't deal with anymore, and one thing's for sure, I don't have a lot to reveal about them. I'm not holding nothing for when you say something about me. It's like, oh, well, I forgot to tell you your breath was stinking, and you also did. That type of stuff to me is
holding secrets like a whole ass nigga.
One thing I will give Papoose credit for is that he damn sure did try to hold his lip long as he could, and then he just let it all out the bag. But this brings me back to what I was saying the episode was about. What happened to what happens in this house stays in this house.
Shout out Big Mama.
Because they could have handled this privately. They could have took it off the gram, and they could have aired out their dirty laundry within their own household, right? But when one person even thinks about doing it, it tends to pull the other person out. And it's not just with social media, right? It could be talking about them at the job, people dealing with stuff at school, work, whatever,
My
right?
baby mama ain't shit. She be lying on me.
This stuff is getting out of hand. Look at
Travis Hunter, ugly ass.
The other guy. Shout out to Ron Mills, right? Ron Mills sent me an article about Zion Williamson having some type of allegations, right? When y'all fools, stupid fools, gonna learn? Because I'm not gonna touch on this long, because I could care less. Okay, not because I'm insensitive, but because the lesson clearly has not been learned by these motherfuckers, and they just keep on doing the same thing. It's like trying to teach a cat how to bark out here, man. This is what these young rich niggas is doing. They keep finding themselves in the same position over and over and over, and they just don't get it. Why waste my time talking, hey brother, don't do this, watch out for the listen, fuck it. I promise you this, they don't care, and why should I? The thing is that what if we took it the other way? What if it's not that? What if Zion and all these other guys, what if this is what they want? You know what I'm saying? Like, why don't we just mind our damn business, right? Like, who told you it was your job to monitor another man's bank account and tell him who and how he supposed to spend his money?
I guess you got a point.
You mad because she fine and he willing? That's jealousy.
I ain't hating.
I'm sorry. No. That ain't righteous. Let me flip the whole thing. Who's to say Zion ain't thinking of it like, you know what? I know exactly what's going on, and you know, she here for the bag, and I got the bag. So
if I had
this
the
is
bag,
what we
I
do.
would do it for real.
And just in the midst of that, you know, they get tripped up and get that same thing we tell them about over and over about being fast and doing all of this. You're gonna end up with somebody putting a court case on your dumb ass, right? But do they listen? No. If you can't be used, you're useless. That's the world we live in. Everybody is baiting their hook with something. Some folks baited with convo. Some people baited with status. Some people baited with their body.
What if I ain't got shit?
And some people baited with, you know, prayer, whatever they do it with, man. But the ones hating, I'm gonna say it plain. Use what you got to get what you want, man. This is all about. This is what it's all about. Just don't fake the funk, because you gotta own this. Don't play victim once it bites you in the ass. If you want a dope boy, be ready for that mug shot with that lace front popping off and the stocking cap on when y'all get caught. Okay? Don't look for Poindexter after. All I'm saying is y'all need to figure out what you really want. Bringing it back. Why do we know what's going on with him?
Cause we in they business.
Why do we know what's going on with Papoose?
Social media.
Why do we know or care about all of this stuff?
Cause we bored, nigga.
Reality television started it, I think. And from that point forward, ever since that little gay dude had smacked that girl in the mouth in the taxi and then closed the door on that reality show.
I remember that on the real
people
world.
been trying to dig in people's business relentlessly since people have been willing to let them do it. But I'm gonna tell you something. A-list celebrities run from the limelight. B-list celebrities run towards it. Because people like, you know, Michael Jackson and stuff, they not gonna pop out and do stuff to make them get attention. They're not gonna say things, and they're not gonna want to raise their voice in certain places when people was paying them attention. But some people, once they get a little bit of attention, they start wigging out harder and they start getting louder because they know that that attention is gonna get, you know, gonna garner some talk. Like right now. And it's kind of ironic because me talking about it and not talking about it is the same thing.
What did you just say?
But the point I'm making is that what happens in your house should stay in your house. Big Mom, y'all wasn't listening to Big Mama, not none. Big Mama told y'all to keep y'all business to yourselves, because this is what happens. If you notice on all of these reality shows, right? This is where I get to the point. If you think about it, most of these couples were together way before these shows. And once they get on these shows, then they tend to break up. The reason being is because what was happening in the house, in the comfort of your privacy, the thing that you only thought, even if it was only in your own head, that you knew that the world didn't know, gave you comfort. Now, the fact that you know that when you walked in the door and what the hell is going on between the sheets in my home, and everybody see this, it's a different feeling when you go into the grocery store and you feel like everybody saw you get cheated on last week.
Looking like a sucker.
It's a whole different situation when you go into the, you know, job and your brother or sister that went on Facebook and then tell all your business and then show your pay stub and all this, and we can not showing your living conditions.
Nasty house ass nigga.
What happens in your house supposed to stay in your house, not because you're a narcissist, not because you don't want people to know what's going on, but because when people do know what's going on, it gives fuel for backbiting. It gives fuel for exposure. It gives fuel for things that you probably wouldn't like. So the thing is I think people need to start dialing back what they give, because when you show too much in one direction, they're waiting for that other part, because we know it's there. And once that part gets exposed, it's embarrassing. You don't like it. It causes for defensive tactics. So the best bet is to either be an open book and don't care, let it be what it is, or, shut the hell up. Let it die down. For me personally, I think both is good. But the thing is, you can't handle it. What's the point? See, it's not just black people. It was Taylor Swift and Blake Lively. Their friendship went sour after, Swift got entangled with the legal drama over, the actor Justin, whatever his name is. And
Justin Baldoni.
It was all type of stuff going on. Remember Harry and Meghan? They had their 17th anniversary, their 7th anniversary, excuse me. And the rumors, and I'm not even getting all of that, but y'all remember what happened with that. And Bill Belichick, you know what I'm saying? Y'all know about that, when the relationship with the woman, nearly 50 years older than her, and it's impacted his professional legacy for sure. But to me, it's like, let these people enjoy their lives, man. Let this woman get this bread from this old man, and let this old man enjoy this young woman however he see fit. If they are grown and mutual and they having a good time, who are you to tell this man he can't do that? And why does he have to admit that he knows that he's being used? Why does she have to admit it? That's they damn business. I don't know, man. Because what happens in there should stay in there. The problem is all these cameras, all of this, what you doing beyond what your profession is starting to leak over, and it's starting to affect people's opinion of their professional life. It's almost because if you find out that Will Smith blah blah blah, you don't want to watch his movies no more. And when so and so got caught drunk driving, now you don't want to listen to his music no more. You don't want to. So now I feel like the same thing that was bringing people closer to the celebrities is now separating them, and then it's the human in these celebrities. Fans don't like it. Fans don't want their celebrities to be human beings, to make mistakes. It's magnified. When you done quit 50 jobs, but you can't stand when a football player leave a team. But you done had 12 jobs in the last 3 years. You don't want Papoose and Remy to break up, but you done left your baby mama and got another one. And you mad at Remy Ma and Papoose. They was the motivation for you, huh? Rockin' Michelle, yeah, right, bruh. Stop using these fake symbols to represent some type of excellence or prosperity. Listen, we only 13% of the population. If white people decided that only 10% of their population was racist, it would almost overlap us completely. We have to get out of the mindset that everything is on black this and only this and that. Everybody got everything going on, and if y'all think that they ain't got the same thing going on, they looking over the hills of other people just like them to look at you. You tripping right now. They got their own problems just like we got our own problems. Every individual as a person, as a human. And one of the things that we need to remember is when you say, hey, how you doing? People say, I'm good. You don't come out with the whole, oh yeah, my knee fell out and my cousin got locked up. We don't care about that shit. You say I'm good and you keep it moving, because that's the American way.
What happens in this house stays in this house, young man.
What happens in this house stays in this house, man. you keep all when you little and your people tell you, yo, look, when you leave this house, what happened in here, stay in here. That means you don't go off shouting, telling off everything that happened in your house, bro. These celebrities have forgotten this. We have forgotten this. You can go on the internet and see inside people's houses and see how they get along and how they baby mamas fighting. And let me show you this. Let me show you that. Your house is now out here with all of us. We all get to see inside your house. And I think y'all forget that when you post that, you're sharing. So you can't be upset when you share something. When I share this and people say, look at this. Look at who is this guy rambling and jambling. I don't care about this guy. Or whatever they say, you got to take that. You are taking that risk by putting yourself out there. But put out there what you do, but be careful, because that same shit'll bite you. I don't see, me personally, it's open book, baby. Whatever I put on the internet is there for you. If it ain't there, it ain't there. Y'all learn how to separate the two, man. Enjoy yourselves, man. Let me know what y'all think about what happens in this house stays in this house, because I really feel like personally, Big Mama would be very upset with a lot of y'all with how y'all putting all your business on Facebook, how you put your thing on the internet. But she said that for a reason, and it was because some of the dignity, some of the business that you got going on in your house can be resolved a lot easier, a lot faster, and a lot smoother if everyone didn't know about it. And when everyone knows about it, you feel the stigma in order to do something different, to prove yourself to the crowd that you are not to be fucked with. Not to be fucked with. But let me know what y'all think about that, man. Nothing real too crazy. This Murph, Big Brother Almighty with Blacklight TV Never Too Much podcast. Till next time, let me know, man. And YouTube, man, monetize me, baby. Y'all still got me suspended 90 more days, y'all. What we gonna do, man? Peace.
Turn it on. Turn it on. Listen up. Welcome to the show. It's Blacklight TV. Current vibes, all the news that you need. In this world changing, keep your soul light. Stay with us, we'll get you through the night. Turn it on.